So, for the people who haven't been paying attention, Israel not only buys our politicians, buys our election, they also influence our president to start a war in Iran that none of us voted for. So, yeah, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Israel and AIPAC. And the one thing that I did bring up this conversation here was not only Israel being genocidal to the Palestinian people, but also on top of that, their AIPAC fund has pumped in over $20 million into 4 primaries. And the thing is, it's frustrating to see how we can just have our politicians just be straight up influenced by a foreign government and not funded, by the people, or not be influenced by the people. Foreign interests usually tend to influence our government. And yeah, as you can see, especially with the war in Iran, all the politicians are voting for what's going on in Iran. And you're probably going to say, what? They didn't sign up to the Warpac resolution to have the president just pull out of Iran? No. And the weirdest part is, a majority of the Democrat voter base are against it, but there still isn't enough votes to, pull us out. Why? Well, it's because a lot of our politicians are paid by Israel. That's the unfortunate reality. And yeah, this is another thing too that I saw where Kat Abou-Ghazaleh and Daniel Biss were going up against Laura Fine. And, Kat Abou-Ghazaleh, her rhetoric was more anti-Israel than Daniel Biss. And, Daniel Biss is also an AIPAC candidate, all things considered. But his rhetoric was meaner to Israel. So overall, AIPAC did take a loss, but they didn't take the loss as hard as that they could have, Kat Abou-Ghazaleh is also a Palestinian woman, and unfortunately, there's only so much boots on the ground and campaigning you can do when you're going up against a giant super PAC that can just, outfund everything you do. They literally pumped $20 million into a primary. And you can't be like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should have some sort of legislation against that. No. Our government's like, yeah, you know what? This is fine. This is going great. I love Israel, and everything. And you're like, damn, why can't we just have our nation state, not suck? Especially too, it's really funny because Israel also, what do they have? Free healthcare, universal healthcare. That's great. We got? Jack shit. You know what happens when you go to the doctor? Guess what? You're going to have to pay a lot of money. And if you don't have insurance, you're going to have to pay even more money. And yeah, we're just a giant corporation as a nation. So it is a little disheartening, but never, be cynical about this type of stuff. Just keep fighting and just keep doing what you believe in, because at the end of the day, you can see the influence showing up. It's insane. I don't even know what she was pulling at beforehand, but for her to only be around under 4% of the margin, that's insane. AIPAC pumped $22 million just to barely win by 4%. Damn. The margins actually aren't that bad. And the thing is, too, I do believe that people are going to wake up more and more and be more aware of what's going on in the United States. It just takes time. And yeah, midterms are showing that the pressure is there. The best thing I can say to you guys is be positive and just don't see it as a pure loss. See it as a gain, because the momentum is just going to keep going. And this war in Iran is extremely unpopular. A lot of people are like, why are we even in Iran? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why are we in Iran?